I'm a strategist to the core. And I think that the only way to know that, how can a young boy who walked barefoot in Ugenya with zero become a professor, isn't it? There must be a strategy. So that's the only way to explain, because results shows us whether you have a strategy or not.
That's it.
Let me tell you what, someone is being bullied. And that person who is being bullied, they know, they don't know. When we did literature, did you hear something called situational irony?
Does it?
Situational irony is whereby one of the main actor is going to be killed, but the actor doesn't know. But everybody watching knows. Have you seen situational irony? You know this guy's murder has been figured, how he'll be shot. So the women he's kissing are taking him to his death. And you can see all that in the movie, and the actor doesn't know. That's when they're gonna die. You remember what happened in Russia? Everyone watching knew this guy's day is numbered now, and the guy is going to be fixed. Then he was fixed. So in the same thing, I can watch it. And I said this thing before the first talks began, and I said, Raila Odinga is a poor boardroom negotiator. And that remains so. He got it wrong with Kibaki, because Kibaki got the better end of the stick on him in the negotiations at the Serena.
That's it.
Uhuru got the better end because Uhuru wanted to rule for 5 years comfortably. He got everything he wanted, and Raila got nothing, because Raila's aim was to get to the presidency, and BBI was supposed to be the vehicle, and handshake was supposed to help it happen. When handshake became the only thing that stopped Raila from being president, we are clear that he didn't get his negotiations right. I remember in 2008, as a young strategist, I went to Raila Odinga and I said, Prime Minister, let me tell you, no, before he was not, but he was just named some kind of a principal. Do this. If I'm you, this is how I'll approach the negotiation. You said you won the election fairly and squarely. And they stole the election fairly and squarely, and we have a dilemma that the guy is already a president. So why don't you go to negotiate this way? That because you won the election and Kibaki is the president already, why don't you negotiate that? Let him rule for 5 years. And after 5 years, you take over because you had won already. Why are you going for another election after you had won? You understand? But he didn't take my word. He said, no, you see, that's not constitutional. Then National Accord was not constitutional.
It wasn't.
Because National Accord was drafted, then taken to Parliament to force to make it constitutional. We come to the handshake. I said, this handshake thing will be your many, because you're going to carry the sins of the other guy whom you claim he has. You cannot create, your political strategy is always to check on the person in power, try to show them what they're doing wrong. When you do handshake, you lose that button. Because if your button has always been to shoot at the people who are doing the wrong thing, then now you are inside, you cannot. That's why his campaign was not Raila Odinga. The whole of campaign for 2022, you don't see the personality of Raila Odinga the way you know it. Like now you can see him when he is fiery, he can be able to articulate issues, what is going wrong, cost of living. Before he could not, because he could not talk against, because the handshake was done. So that was the poor negotiation room. Now we come now to this one. Again, this is got wrong. And I can tell you that he's being fooled in the process, because you can see that is situational irony. Everybody watching knows this is not for him. Remember, as you said before, that Kenya Kwanza did not want some issues to be part of the agenda.